And in talking about the shooting there, we are talking about a very male reaction
to the most obvious label for him. And so he's an aspirational figure as well as an inspirational figure for a lot of people. And I think him throwing himself all in behind Trump just had a huge add-on effect to the already growing Trump campaign.
There was a lot of talk in the run-up to the election, and indeed since, about Trump's appeal to men. And in talking about the shooting there, we are talking about a very male reaction to masculine virtues. And it's interesting that that seems to be a growing force among liberals, among Democrats, this sort of recognition that manly attributes are important.
Well, yes. I mean, it's funny to be in a world where that's surprising. It's only because of the weird sort of white dudes for Kamala sort of fakery, where there was an attempt to pretend that the most important thing in this election was for white dudes to fight for their daughter to be able to abort their grandchild faster or later. That seemed a strange appeal to voters. Yes, I mean, I think that to a great extent there is a reaction to a massive overreach on the part of the left. The overreach was, of course, all of the gender woo-woo nonsense of recent years, all this just stupid time wasting, all of the rudeness, the just horrible language that was used against men, and not just language, but I mean hiring and much more. It being perfectly possible for people to say, we need more women, or we need fewer white men, or all of this sort of thing. It was incredibly divisive, very racist. And of course, I mean, it's impossible to imagine it happening any other way round. I mean, if you advertised, if you said, we need lots more men in this particular industry and women shouldn't apply, I think we'd hear from women a bit about that. And so, yes, there was this massive overreach by the left against men. And now there's a reaction to that. But yes, I mean, it's also a thing of serious times needing serious people and some serious courage. It turned out that much of this election was between Donald Trump getting back up on stage after being shot in the ear and saying, "Fight, fight, fight," and Kamala laughing crazily at jokes that hadn't been made. You sort of look out at the world, and it's not hard to think, who on the world stage do you want representing you? Somebody who talks tough, or somebody who seems, well, I mean, how can you say it without being sexist or being accused of sexism, but who, frankly, a lot of people in the American public seemed to behave like a wine mom, and always seemed to be a couple of glasses of Chardonnay down, and you just couldn't get anything out of ideas-wise or policy-wise. Yeah, there was somebody who was a former supporter of Trump's, who I happened to be with shortly after the assassination attempt, and she was not for Trump in recent years. But I remember she said to me, that was so darn, masculine. That was so darn, alpha. That's what we need.
Yeah.